Okay, so there's not really an easy way to do this in Game Bureau, but I've got my little block here, which is like my marker to show me what I'm selecting. Otherwise, it's kind of hard to see which block you want when you're going up and down. And it does get out of sync a bit, like you have to move it around sometimes. Because if you keep looking down, obviously it won't go through the ground, and now it's like up in the air, so you have to try and keep it somewhere in the middle. I don't know an easy way to do that. And snapping's not really working at the moment, but as you can see, when it's near a block, it'll tell you you can carry it. If you move away, it won't. So you hold your E and move the block around, and you can rotate with the mouse wheel. It's a bit slow, but once you let it go, it'll drop down. Okay, pick up the next one. And you can drop it down. So normally, without this block, it will be like you'll always be picking up the bottom one because that's the one you're nearest to. So when you have the block, you can pick up the top one. The only problem with the sort of snapping mode is that you can't really build like bridges and stuff, because if you snap something down, it'll automatically like join into this place, so you can't actually really easily put one in the middle, if that makes sense. I'll give it a go, but it probably won't work very well. As you can see, it sort of tries to snap into place, and so it kind of creates a bit of a weird interaction, but that's actually okay. I think once we're in place, we can move stuff, and it will kind of cause problems, which is nice. Just trying to build a little doorway here. I missed. So yeah, it's not the easiest system in the world, but it does kind of work. Kinda works. I ran out of blocks. Okay. So yeah, collision is on, so I can't actually walk through them, but I can still walk under them. Oh, and it all fell apart. But yeah, it works fine. As you can see, my block is now out of sync, so I have to move it down. So I'll put it back in the middle of the screen. And that's simply because it's not hard-coded to my position. If I could go through the terrain and that, it'd be alright, but I can't. So when you go down too far, sometimes it just gets out of place. And likewise, you can only go up a certain amount, and then it will stop, because you don't want to go up endlessly. So yeah, there's as you move up, it does actually get further away, this block, like to a certain amount. That's as far as it goes. So if I drop it now, it's actually further away than it was. That's just simply to try and keep it in the center of the screen. So when you go down, you see it comes closer, and then when you move, oh, I dropped it. When you move further away, or further up, it becomes further away, like so. This block's annoying. Keeps going out of sync. It'd be so nice if when you had to lock it in place, like in the center of the screen all the time, but unfortunately I don't know how to do that. Ook. Go there. Thank you. So yeah, it's snapping is not perfect, especially when I find when you rotate things, it kind of goes off center a bit. Ooh, actually, the other one, that one. Oh. But yeah, I just added rotation because I think obviously you might need that at some point. Oh, and there. Stop moving. Crazy boxes, crazy boxes. Go. Whoa, where did you go? Stop it. It's getting too far away. Come on. Where do I want to go up? So yeah, this is definitely... There we go. It's because it's got rotated. Weirdly. So if that does happen, all we have to do is just scroll the mouse wheel and it will put it back to normal. It's because when it topples over, like the offset of the boxes is not in the middle or something, I'm not sure. So when they do rotate with the physics, like when they fall over, it gets confused about where the point of the box is. Because I assume the box offset is like at the bottom, which is why they're not halfway through the terrain. But obviously that means it gets messed up when you rotate. Where the hell's my box? Oh, up there. So yeah, it's pretty hard to actually build anything useful with this. Come down, thank you. But it works about as well as I can get it to work, I think. It'd probably be easier with shadows actually, if you could see shadows on the other entities. God damn this box. So that when you're putting it down you could see that it's actually on top. But yeah, it works well enough. But whoops, that's not the one I want. That's still not the one I want. That's the one I want. So yeah, basically all I've done is it all uses the same script, and all I've done is just made the first one you put down smaller, because that's going to be the one you use as the selection box. But technically you could probably place down like a decal or something like that, I guess. But yeah, I find it much easier with a visual aid, otherwise it's like really impossible to tell where you are. I'm just going to check the rotation real quick. Yeah, it's not rotating. Okay. Oh, and the first time you have a block, if I try and snap it like on top of this, it won't work because it hasn't actually registered this box as being placed yet. I suppose the easiest solution to the rotation, like if you drop something like that, is to always get in the habit of rotating it, and then they'll always be in the center, I guess. That makes sense. Whoop. Damn it. Where's that snap? Right. And I'll work on that. Come up. Thank you. Okay. Stop it. Why are you being a pain? Thank you. Uh-oh. So yeah, it's a shame the rotation is not in the offset in the middle. That would make it a lot easier to do this. Can I put that in the middle?